Hi, my name is Glow and welcome to my show. Today I'm reviewing Rich Mullins' Growing Young. So, I'm a woman, in the loosest sense of the word, and this song makes me glad about that because I cry a lot. Like more than anyone of any gender should, in my opinion. But enough about me, onto the song. The first verse successfully sets a bleak tone with a longing for home and imagery of a bleeding heart, although the line, "I have known so many secrets I wish now I did not know," does make me curious enough about what those secrets might be to want to listen to the rest of the song. It also seems like it's implying that just knowing that worldly people and habits and goals exist can hurt spiritual people somehow. If my interpretation is right, then I completely disagree. I gel more with propaganda's "I won't sin by osmosis" way of thinking. Hands Up is such a great rap. Anyways, we will never be able to spread the word of God or even be able to function properly in this world and respect other people's beliefs if we automatically dismiss anything we consider worldly, and by extension the people we consider worldly, who are exactly the kind of people we should be going out of our way to reach out to. Sure, being around legitimately horrible people, especially all the time, will take a toll on you, no matter how holy you are. But dismissing another human being and a potential friend immediately just because you happen to believe that at the moment that something they do is sinful, well, to me that's a sin. Not to mention that there are some people who consider perfectly normal and even very helpful things worldly. I was reading a book that used to be sold at family Christian stores, back when that was still around, which lumped antidepressants prescribed by a doctor in with illegal hard substances, and some people, who very obviously are not me, even think of some Christian music as worldly. You know, some folks said it was worldly, it was too good, and some were scared of it, it was too hood. Wow, I'm quoting Christian rap a lot for a video that has nothing to do with it. Back to the song I'm actually reviewing. "And I remember my father's house, what I wouldn't give right now just to see him and hear him tell me that he loves me so much," leads right into the first line of the chorus, which is, "And everybody used to tell me big boys don't cry," which makes me suspicious that Rich Mullins might have, briefly, felt emasculated because he cried over his father's death. Wow! Toxic gender roles are toxic. I mean, I did already know that, but still, wow! The line about his father also confirms to me that this song is at least partly about death. By referring to the Bible story about the prodigal son, he painted a picture of a time when breaking down crying would have not only been appropriate, but would have also been beautiful instead of sad. I do think this song says something a little deeper than men should be able to cry, although that message certainly is there, and it is a good one. When Rich Mullins said, "And everybody used to tell me big boys don't cry," well, I've been around enough to know that that was the lie that held back the tears in the eyes of 1,000 prodigal sons. He implied he wasn't a big boy, he was still a child, which this song paints in a positive light based on the next line, "Well, we are children no more, we have sinned and grown old." I think being able to still be a child is supposed to be positive in this song for some of the same reasons that Jesus said, "Let the children come to me." Children are curious to learn as well as candid and honest, whereas adults tend to think that they are at least already know enough to get by and will say whatever they think will help them to get ahead. In this song, the road is the road of life, and running back to his arms is dying and being taken to heaven. Growing young is unlearning all of the bad habits and heartbreaking secrets we learn on Earth. The lines, "I've seen silver turn to dross," and "I tell you it ain't worth what it costs," are a bit redundant, but maybe that's just to make the song a little bit easier to understand, because dross is a word people might not know. I mean, I had to look it up. It means rubbish or scum, especially on metal, if you're wondering. And "I wonder now, Lord, what it was that made me wait so long" is a relatable line. Why do we wait until we hit rock bottom to seek God, or even just to find a solution that actually is within our power, for that matter? And what kept you waiting for me all that time? Was your love stronger than my foolish pride? Has a meaning that can change slightly based on how you phrase it. It could either be, what kept you waiting for me all that time was your love, or it could end with the question, was your love stronger than my foolish pride? But even if it is a question, it doesn't change the meaning that much, because we already know from the chorus that the answer is yes. Maybe I'm just projecting my own doubts onto the song. Getting broken, then saved, learning to cry.